Hi, I'm Jim Larsen, the world-famous, internationally known scientist. My scientific discoveries have been so significant that the 21st century, they're just skipping it. They're just skipping right ahead to the 22nd century because they're saying, Jim, we can't keep up. You're already 100 years ahead of us. So that's what the rest of the scientific community is doing. They're claiming this, the Jim Larsen scientific experience, decade, century, lifetime, whatever, all of that. And that's very flattering, but it's also, it's also humbling. It's humbling because I'm just a man. I'm just a man with a brain. I'm a man with a brain and I have brawn. I'm very strong. I got a lot going for me, actually. I'm very smart. I could have at least 7 PhDs, but like I say, I'm humble. I don't need pieces of paper on the walls with PhD written on it to prove who I am to you who support me, who watch me, and to my own self. I don't need it. So, I'm just a man who likes science, and we're going to do an experiment today. I got a letter from, his name is Pete Hasbro from Suffolk, Virginia. Pete writes to me, he says, "Dear scientist Jim Larsen, I am so glad that you are curing cancer, because I have cancer and I don't want to die. And because you are so close to having a breakthrough in can't quite read writing, in scientific breakthroughs in cancer research that will cure cancer for me and millions of other people who suffer just like me. So, Mr. Larsen, thank you for your work on curing cancer." You're welcome. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Also, could you please do an experiment to see what would happen if you run vegetables through a coffee maker? Yes, that is today's experiment. I am going to run vegetables through a coffee maker to see what would happen, just for you. I got this. Here's some vegetables. They are Taylor Farms Organic Baby Spring Mix. Not to get confused with the mature, old people spring mix. This is infantile spring mix. It's baby spring mix. So let's take a little bit of this. I have the coffee filter ready to go. Put the coffee filter in already. Let's put some vegetables, some baby spring mix into the filter. That might be a little much. We don't need that much. Okay, there we go. Got it. Doing it. Making it happen. There you go. Put that into the coffee brewer, the coffee maker. Coffee pot. Got some water all set up. Not going to waste a lot of time, doing the prep work. I already did the prep work. Pour that in there. Close it up. And hit start. Here we go. Okay, it is done. Let's see what we ended up with. Let's see what happens when you run vegetables through a coffee maker. Here is the water. I'm going to pour it into this see-through glass. It's a little tinged. I guess that was our expectation. We had a feeling it'd be a little colorful, but it's not that much. It's really not very green. I expected more green. But let's see what it tastes like. Kind of nice, actually. It's like salad infused water. So if you are out on a hike, you might want to consider bringing some of this along, because you're going to get thirsty and you're also going to get hungry. You're going to need electrolytes. You need the electrolytes that this Taylor Farms Organic Spring or Baby Spring Mix has to offer. A lot of power. I feel very strong right now, just one sip. Imagine if I were climbing Mount Everest and I drank this whole glass. I would be on the top of that mountain in no time. Let's see what the actual vegetables look like. I'll show you. You see that? Get a good shot. There we go. Yeah, that's what happens to vegetables when you run them through a coffee pot. The big question is, I know you're asking it, I'm asking it too. Jim, what's it taste like? Tastes like steamed salad. This is perfect. If you ever have to go to a potluck dinner or potluck lunch, whatever, bring a coffee pot. Put some salad greens in it. Put some vegetables, any kind. I bet you could put corn in there. I bet you could put beets in there. Steam it. People will love you for that. People will say, hey, your contribution to the potluck was the #1 best ever. And they will give you a prize. They will give you a reward. Whatever the prize is for that particular potluck, you're going to win it. You're welcome. So that is what happens when you run vegetables through a coffee maker. And Pete from Suffolk, Virginia, because we used your letter, we are going to mail you a t-shirt. The t-shirt that's going to be on the screen any second. Ah, there it is. A close personal friend of Jim Larsen t-shirt. It's coming your way, Pete. Thank you for your letter. Keep them coming, people. I love getting letters from everybody who wants to see their science experiments happen live, on tape, on YouTube, on my channel. So yeah, keep them coming. If we use your letter, you'll get a t-shirt, just like Pete in Suffolk, Virginia did. So that brings us to the end of another science experiment. Thank you for watching. Stay scientific. Ask lots of questions. Don't just settle for pat answers. Find real answers to all your questions.